dozen of bodies buried in Latham Park. The site of the park was originally city center up to 1869, and city officials thought it might be a good idea to move bodies away from Lake Michigan and into area. Although the city grave digger was dead, but the Great Chicago Fire destroyed their maker and nearly 10,000 bodies had been left behind. The current street paint you can see by the corner of the gate is in Lincoln Park there, and you may will see it had that on top of that shown on that says VOUCH. 2. There are negative or hidden tunnel on the Chicago. Obviously, there are negative secret tunnel running 40 underneath the city. It's like they said negative, like you watch the movie called 10 minutes total. Sometimes they have a tunnel like this from the under, like the total that they travel to a tunnel that where they hide like you watch the movie or the cartoon about it. Sometimes it's like true in Chicago. And let me keep reading. When once used to transport coal and other, the Niagara Underground Passageway was completely abandoned by the Chicago Tunnel Company and later flooded during construction in 1992. Between this and the Chicago fire, the city has a lot of disaster range. The 7-foot tunnel had been filled with water flooded between River North and the Field Museum. The Elk Post Office used to be a serial castle filled with secret passion, passion hidden room in a soundproof vault. A soundproof vault is like something that it makes you don't hear nothing. Like the vault that you trap inside, you cannot hear you from the outside. You only can hear yourself on the inside. And you don't hear others. Okay, if you we in the YC, then you're up to be on 1890. Serial killer A.H. who murdered was revealed only by Jack the Weber. Her There are working theory that they the same person, in which case only formerly filled with secret passion. Hidden room in a soundproof vault, the castle is now a post office at 63rd and Wells, where only a series of winding tunnels in the basement remain. There are cattle path in lieu. It's probably not best for a farmer to make decisions about planting. He might do something like pick a narrow ending in the D that his loop area probably require a clear path for cattle to travel to and from. That what William Joe did at 100 W when he sold the land in 1840. 5. There is a Chicago alley made entirely of wooden block. Nothing says surely our city will never burn down in a giant fire. Like having an alleyway with wooden block, it made sense during the 19th century. Lumber was coming from Wisconsin and Michigan, so more than 700 miles of Chicago Street were with wood. Even after the fire eventually became a cheaper alternative to wood and a much more fun surface for shooting hoops, but the wooden alley as they remain. 6. Warden Park used to be a awesome golf course. In the 1910s, which experienced a development boom with the centerpiece being a 18-hole private golf course surrounded by golf view apartment buildings. Real estate developers attempted to purchase the course land in 1965 and transform it into highway apartment and shopping center. 12 gig. Community organized for the developer to prefer open base. The land was rezoned and they attempted to sell it again to developers following a man being by $50,000. Ultimately, though the people want out and one part was constructed, there is never ending constantly bubbling of the Chicago River. Chicago weather is so that gab bubble of me from the yard day constantly rise of the surface. Today at Bali, you can catch the phenomenon at the south fork of the river between Bridgeport and Park. Make for a very warm day. 8. There are a bunch of clowns buried in Long Century, some with their days name. There's nothing funny about clowns, and there's especially nothing funny about massive train accidents that kill clowns, like the 1918 crash that killed 86 workers and performers in the Wheeling Circus. The majority of the bodies are buried in Woodland Cemetery, including several unknown victims who were buried with their day names like Bailey and Sally. 9. You can then where the Cubs last won the World Series, nowhere near Lakeview. Remember when the Cubs won their last World Series? Of course you don't. That would be physically impossible. However, you can the Cubs 1908 goalie which took place at Westside Park. Remember, the family uh, have yet to be built, which is now the site of the UIC Medical Center at Taylor and Wood. No word on whether they developed a cure for soul-crushing disappointment. 10. Oliver used to be more people in basement at 2222 South with a buck easy in the gambling den. The mob headquarters at the fort was a one death shuffle. That was that was of course as long as you weren't on bad side, in which case he had a meal prepared for you before you were brought into the basement, being all night and murdered. The racket at the fort became two under reformer wind soaked fields, and today only a open field remains in the bar plate at 2222 South 11. In the coolest hardware door office in Chicago is Jeff Van to the manager office at a hardware in Blaisville. Not to buy trumpet promo, but to get a Louis Armstrong legacy. The base was previously the Zecap, one of the John Armstrong top club in the original, and the area has been in the hardware door of it. It's not uncommon for players to make the and drive it in for a set.